Good afternoon. Heard a large crash a little while ago, so I thought I would come up here in the woods and see what it was. We've been getting 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts today, and it has blown over a tree up here in the timber. So I thought I'd bring my trimmers up here and walk the trail a little bit and clip back some of these sticker bushes that are sticking out in the trail. And I got some limbs up in one of the trails that needs to be picked up so I can go down through there with the mower. So I thought I'd bring you along with me. So let's go. It's a beautiful fall day here in Middle America. The leaves are falling and blowing, and we don't get a lot of reds and and all that kind of different color. You can see a lot of it's ivy that's growing up in the trees, but we get lots of different colors of yellow and a little bit of orange. Here you can see one of the underbrush trees here. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't know my trees real well. You put these sunglasses down. You may hear me a grunting and a huffing and a puffing a little bit, but I'm okay. Picking up the limbs. And might kick a hedge ball or two here. You can see some hedge balls. These come out of the hedge trees. They're a thorn tree. They call them Osage orange trees. This is one of them here. I don't know how many hedge apples are left up in there. We've been getting a lot of big wind here the past few days. You can see that big tree over there. That's a pin oak. And we do have several pin oaks on the place. And they get pretty tall. They're kind of brittle. They're a brittle oak. It's an oak tree. But they give off lots of acorns. So we have a lot of acorns for the deer and the squirrels. But we have lots of hedge trees, lots of Osage orange. A lot of folks don't care for them much, but they make great fence posts. And they're good firewood, but you got to be careful with them because they burn mighty hot, and they can set your chimney on fire. You don't want to set your chimney on fire, but they burn hot and they burn long. So if you're careful with your across the trail, they call them multiflora rose, but they're they're not a real, not your rose bushes that you plant in your yard. This is this green stuff is oh gosh darn it, I'm having a senior moment here. It'll come to me in a minute. But there, it's a wild vine. It stays green. Some of it turn yellow, but it stays green through the winter. It's coming to me. I'll think of it here in a minute. But you can see there's many trees down in one of the old ponds here. These are soft maple trees, bottom maples. I call them bottom maples. But I have to cut these orange sticker vines back because, well, they'll grab you when you're on the mower. And I come down through here on the mower and kind of keep things cut back so we can kind of walk through the woods and be kind of quiet. The deer like it. You'll see deer up in here quite often. But I said I set a number in my head to do this kind of thing, this live thing. And first time I ever done this. And that number was 100. Now, you'll see me in quite a few people's chats. I like to support people and their endeavors on YouTube, and there's a lot of good folk out here on YouTube. There really is. But then you got your other elements. It kind of like it is on everything. You got your good and your bad. You got to kind of take it as it comes, and know that there's lots of good folk out here in YouTube land, and we kind of enjoy it. I've been out here for a couple of years on the tube. You have to have an account to be able to chat, so that's where the channel came from, was the necessity to have a channel to chat on. So but this old retention pond, see the frogs jumping. I don't see many turtles out here, just a lot of little frogs jumping. Now this pond stays wet all year. We're atop an underground river here at home, and this old, how it was back in the day. And you can see it's got lots of tree pieces laying in it, but it's been kind of chilly. So a lot of the turtles have done whatever turtles do. But you like I say, you'll see a lot of bullfrogs up here and that kind of thing. We live here on a main railroad line. That sounds like the Amtrak going through. They scoot along pretty good. They have different whistle from the freights, and they scoot right on along. But I've been needing to do this up through here because I come down through here on the mower and I mow this little spot right here, and you can see all the yellow hedge leaves. That's what you see on the ground here is hedge trees. And I don't know if that looks like there's somebody in the chat here. I can't see it just yet because I got to have my readers on. I need to sit down here for a little bit. So let's sit down here on this log here, and I'll put my readers on. We'll see who's in here. They're probably saying, "Who is this old fat hillbilly talking to us on the YouTube today?" Well, there he is. You probably don't see me much in our videos because I'm usually the one with the camera and I'm yakking. This mobo, she's a cooker, and so I'm usually filming her. Whew. I'm a little out of breath. Well, the reason I'm huffing puff, and I'm old enough to be a lot of y'all's grandpa, knocking 70, getting close to 70. Hillbillies round up, so I ain't far from it, so from 70, so we'll just say it's close to 70. Get this little sticker bush here, sticking me in the arm. I'll get my readers on here, and we'll look at the chat and see who's in there going, what did I just scroll across? I'll catch my breath a little bit. I may have to take an inhaler shot here pretty quick. I'm huffing and puffing a little bit. A lot of times if I just stop and what I'm doing, I'll get caught up with myself. But it's a beautiful day here. We're expecting a little weather in here later this evening, they say. And with it being so warm, it might get a little ornery. But it's terrible. They say we could catch up with some pretty quick. So here, let me take these off, and I'll put my readers on and see if I can see who's in the chat here. Probably somebody going, what in the heck is this old fat hillbilly talking about? Oh, there's Bravado Mike. Oh, there's Themes. Hey, Theme. Theme's getting ready to go to Disneyland. He's been packing and stuff, and I'm doing good today. Theme, I had a the wind's been blowing pretty good. I had a tree blow over. I see another one of a good YouTuber has just gone live. Southern Wildfin. He's a really good fellow, and he's a fisherman. He catches some big fish. I love fish, but we haven't been for a while. We've been real busy here wrapping up the garden for the season, and so thought I heard something moving around back there. Want to keep an eye on it. You never know, might be Sasquatch. I'm not sure. And there's Bravado Mike. Hey Mike, what's going on, brother? Another one, another good person. Good fellow. Does a lot of YouTube stuff, and I like to watch him every now and then. I got all y'all. Here's Theme saying he's talking to Mike. Oh, Theme's got a girlfriend. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, Theme's going to the hockey game this weekend with his girlfriend, with Sarah. Him and Sarah. Theme's a hockey fan. He likes hockey, I guess. Here's Mike wishing Theme a happy birthday and congrats. I'm way behind here on this chat. Let me keep it going. Mike says, not my birthday. I'm 64. Well, we're pretty close there, Mike. Theme says he's 27. He'll be 27 on his birthday here. Oh, I ain't gonna say your girlfriend's age. Folks just have to read that. You know how girls are. They don't like you talking about their age there, Theme. I'm just trying to give you some advice. I'm just teasing. Oh, Mike says we have similar beards, but I think mine is longer. Well, I cut a bunch of mine off in the summer, and so it's a little shorter. It'll grow out here over the winter, but it gets mighty warm here, and it got mighty warm this summer, so I hacked about 6 inches of it off. But mine get kind of thin, kind of like the hair on top of my head. That's what happens to us. You get old, and then your eyebrows start to curling up. And yes, sir. Yes, sir. You gotta be kind of tough to grow old. You surely do. Oh, you got some woods in your backyard? Well, I was kind of surprised that I'm getting out like this. Of course, in the wintertime, it's pretty much in the truck. Probably where you'll see me at if I do this again. Oh, I got 2 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Things might give me a thumbs up. But I get up here on the hill. Out here we got a cell tower or 2 around. We kind of live in a bowl down in here. We got some ridges across from us there to the west, northwest, and then of course Cemetery Hill here behind us. And so we don't really have a line of sight cell tower, so but it's usually pretty good up here on the hill. I get good signal when I'm sitting up in the deer stand. And yeah, Mike, I know 4 more subs and you're at 100. And I told him, and it goes up and down. It's kind of funny. I try to, I've heard that you need to watch, if you sub somebody, you need to watch their video. They say 24 hours for that sub to stick. So it's been kind of bouncing around between 95 and so Themes is heading to work. He says he works 6 hours, going to work 6 hours today. Well, Theme, thanks for coming in, young man. I appreciate your stopping by and giving me a thumbs up, and you have a good day at work, good afternoon at work, and we'll see you downstream, young man. Well, Mike, I'm here in Middle America. We're just a tad off the center of the United States. We're on the western side of Missouri. All right, Thing. See you later, buddy. I figured, it's not going to make much difference. I always say Middle America because we're here in the middle. But yeah, I'm here on the western side of Missouri, Midwest they call it. You from upstate New York? Yeah, it's beautiful up there. You get up there in them, what is it, the Adirondacks? Yeah. In the fall, it's really pretty up there in the fall. Oh, look at them eyebrows going. I need to have Ms. Mobo get the scissors out there and kind of trim him down there a little bit. Oh, but yeah, I've had some good folks that I follow tell me they watch some of our cooking videos, and they say, well, Mobo, you ought to go live, and so yeah, Mike, we're out here away from the big cities, and we got a little bit of elbow room. We got us a little 8-acre spot out here, and gives us, we got garden. Oh man, and we got a little garden and stuff. But I know what you say, brother. We commuted back and forth to town to work for many, many years. Now we're retired now, and we tried to buy a couple of houses, trying to buy in the state that our economy and everything is in. It's tough. It's tough for them. Yeah, you might hear them little birds. Might be the birds. Well, no, I hear them. And see, that's another thing. Kind of hard to hear them too. So, but yeah, they are peeping a little bit. But I got some little birds. We got titmouses and sparrows and golden finches, and they're all up in here picking at the cockleburrs and the thistle and stuff. Mainly they're probably laid up here trying to stay out of this wind. I don't know about them wind. You got 7 acres, do you? Yeah, I tell you. I highly recommend getting a piece of the rock. If a person could afford it. These cities are expanding, you know, places that back in the day we used to rabbit hunt in. Now they're just chock full of houses and stuff. Yeah, it's a changing, I'll tell you. But it is a beautiful day, I can say. Oh, here we got a red-bellied woodpecker just flew in. You might get to squawking here in a minute. But yeah, I came up here to see what that crack was up here. Sure enough, man, this wind, like I say, we've had a couple of pretty good sized gusts here today, and it sure took one of them pond maples out. Knocked her right over. Let me get a little drink here. Oh, there it is. But yeah, this is the first live. I seen another old boy that subbed me. He's a pretty good old boy, Chief. I can't think of his whole name. But Chief was talking about this morning that he never showed his face on a live. And he was asking folks, should he or shouldn't he? And like I say, you hadn't really seen me on any of my videos, but you have now, of course. But I wonder if this will let me look and see what I got 45% on the battery, so we're good there. All right, well, let's get up here and head up the trail here. I see a couple more limbs up there. I need to get picked up. Like I say, we're supposed to get some rain, and so it's so dusty mowing these leaves, and with this COPD I got pretty bad. It's been kind of dealing me a little fit here past couple of days. So Ms. Mobo said, "You gonna go out on the mower?" I said, "No, I'm gonna wait till it rains a little bit and knock some of this dust down before I get back on that mower, because like I say, I'm a huffing and a puffing, but I'm okay." Oh man. So I've been having some of them real estate people calling, wanting us to sell our place, and so I get kind of a kick out of that, but because it's just raw dirt here. There's no house on it. We live in a metal building, and so they wouldn't give us, I don't know what, but yeah, that's what somebody do here. They probably roll a manufactured home or something. We got a lot of it's paved road out here in front of us, so they'd be able to get in here fairly easy with a manufactured home or an RV. Down here, it'd probably be an RV probably. A lot of preppers and stuff down here back in the back. A lot of folks, we ain't gonna play down here, you know, they better keep themselves up there in the city. I don't think it'd end too well for them to come down here fooling around. But anyway, you know, we can only take it one day at a time, and you know, there's somebody else got to control all that, I believe. And you probably heard me on my back. Probably what I've been sitting here talking to myself. It's been I came back here to sit down where I was at. I didn't know I moved up the hill a little bit, and I lost it a couple times. So I figured I'd come back down here and sit and see if it'd pop back on. So, but no, I was talking about the property values down here and what they've been doing, and got a buffer for a bit. Yeah, this all kind of new for me, and I was kind of surprised that you know, this where I'm at here right now is kind of on the side of the hill that faces the cell tower. Now, like I say, it ain't line of sight cell tower, but there's kind of a dip in the ridge over here, and I think that's where our signal comes back. We're lucky most times to get 2 bars. It takes a bit to upload a video. Every now and then we'll get 3 bars, but that's just every now and with this wind blowing and the trees are blowing back and forth, it probably got something to do with it. But yeah, these acreage down here, like I say, they're splitting up these old farms. A lot of the old folks are passing on, and so their families, lots of them are up in the city, of course, and they're splitting these farms up into like 5 acre plots, and they're building houses on them. Well, here in our county, we don't have any zoning regulations, so you can put up anything, a barn, or a house, and these city folks, they keep trying to zone it, but we won't let them. You know, we don't care to have. Now, you know, of course, no zoning. It comes along with some other stuff. You know, folks keeps lots of stuff around their house, and I got a little bit of stuff around my house too. It's kind of orderly. Some of them, it's like, man, you know, I got some junk, but at least mine's kind of orderly. Some folks, it's just everywhere. But they're selling these 5 acre plots for $7,000 an acre, and that doesn't even have water or power or anything on it. And so it's pretty expensive venture to get that set up and stuff. So, but we're, like I say, we've had some folks, real estate people, approach us because we're kind of close to our little town here. They've approached us about selling, but like I say, they don't want to give me but $3,000, you know, $4,000 an acre, and I think elbow room's worth a lot more than that. So I'm gonna you watch me on my little walkabout there in my video. in my video shelf, and I talk about that I'll never leave. I'll never leave here. This is family land. My family owned this land. This is the first place my grandma and grandpa ever owned. Grandpa was a sharecropper, and he farmed with an 8-horse team, a 4 and 8 horse. He never owned a tractor, and the farm leases were for 3 years, and so my dad was the youngest of 13 kids, and they all come in like 3-year intervals. They're all about 3 years apart, if that tells you anything. So anyway, when Grandpa retired from farming, they bought this place back in the mid-50s, and when he passed, it went to my father, and when my father was killed in a car train accident when I was just a young child, and so it went to us. We inherited it through my father, and of course, kind of upset some of the family, but that's what happens with it, you know. So anyway, we've been here for a long time. We've lived on the place here since we tried to buy a house or two up there in the city back in the day, and the banks are just, they want to get their big old chunk of the pie. They don't want you to feel like you got anything, so they wasn't getting mine. So we wanted a building too, but we came down here and the banks tried to do the same thing. They wanted to take the place, and I just wanted the money to just for a turnkey, self-supported building, a nice size, 30 by 40. And it didn't even cost as much as a new vehicle. Well, that banker up here, he thought he was gonna be a turd, like most of them are, and he's gonna set us up in a nice 30-year plan. Well, you know, I got a little issue, a little authority issue. I don't know what fell down up here. Sounded like a gunshot at first, but it wasn't. It's pretty good sized trees, about, and you know, the roots they grow in this pond up here, and the roots get waterlogged, and so the ones that are out there, they kind of fall over every now and then, and boy, it sure made a loud noise. You know what they say, if a tree falls in the woods, nobody's up here to see it. Does it make any noise? Well, I wasn't up here to see it, but it made a heck of a noise when it snapped off and came down through the other trees. It busted off some pretty good sized limbs on some other trees when it through the other trees. It busted off some pretty good sized limbs on some other trees when it came down through there. And so yeah. So I thought, well, you know, this would be a pretty good time to maybe try to do my first live and put the old silly hillbilly on the tube, jump into the stream as it would be, and Chief, I appreciate your sub. I think you ought to put your face out there, brother. We're all old, and Chief said he's an old ugly guy. Well, hop in my boat there, Chief. We'll be in the same boat. So So I think you ought to do it, brother. I think you ought to get in there with with it, and but I know how you feel. Oh goodness gracious. Um, it's a funny thing. Um, I'm surprised somebody. It's nice not have any of them ornery people come in here, give me a hard time. Probably say, "Get off of here, Grandpa." Oh my goodness. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna get up here. My butt's falling asleep, and maybe I'll try to walk up the hill, and maybe I'll get up there. Probably gonna lose it. I'll keep trying to reconnect, and I'll get up here out of the off side of the hill, and and I'll keep trying to reconnect. Maybe you want to hang on there, and I see people that don't have anything on their screen. People are still in there chatting. They're probably like, "What did I just run across?" So I'm gonna get up here. Oh, goodness gracious. Mike, I appreciate you coming in here and hanging with me, man. Like I say, it's a pleasure to have you in here, and I love to come in there and watch your stuff too, brother. Um, and you have a great rest of your day too, and we'll see you out there on the stream. Tim 4. So okay, well I'm gonna grab my water here, and I'm gonna take a walk up here. I'm probably gonna lose you, so maybe I'll get back up there and I'll keep trying to reconnect, and maybe another good person will come in, and we can chat. So yeah, brother, peace, Mike. Appreciate you and your support of this little channel. It really means a lot. It really does. Might lose you. I'm getting in that same spot. Mike, have a great day, brother. Turn you around here. That way you can see where we're walking. There you go. Give you one last look at the place before you head out. Get kind of winded. I can't believe it. Dropped the signal earlier, but it's still hanging in there, I guess. Whew. But we really love it here. It's always done us really well. Whew. Oh, there goes a squirrel. I don't know if you can see him up there. Country boy be having that for dinner. Pick up these limbs because I can't mow the edges real well with hanging out in there. Kind of hard on the mower. I've been meaning to do this. Yes, sir, I'm a huffing and a puffing. There's a salt lick. It's always been here, so I always keep it refreshed. Give the deer something to. They like it. You can see they've been pawing at it for a long time. Oh, well, hi, northern woman. Bless your heart. You still up in the UP? Visiting? Hi, darling. I'm a little out of breath. I'm gonna take an inhaler hit here. Kind of helps a little bit. Well, are you back home? Well, it looks like you had a wonderful trip. That's a beautiful family you have. I enjoyed your daughter and son-in-law dressing up for Halloween. That's pretty cute. Good time. You look like y'all's enjoying it. Buddy too. He was just running and playing. Y'all had it was really beautiful up there. I've never been up there. Thanks for taking us. It was fun. Well, that helps some. Whew. Well, I've been out in the timber, picking up, doing trail maintenance, picking up limbs. We're here in Missouri, darling. I was asked that earlier. You know, I've never revealed that, but you know, you can't keep secret for very long, especially when you're on the tube. So I'm up in the timber today. I heard a big crash, and like I say, we got a couple of 50-mile-an-hour gusts here this morning. So I told Miss Mobo I was gonna take a walk up here and see what it was, and it was a big old tree. In one of the pond bottoms. It's those old soft maple trees that grows in the ponds, and of course after a while the roots get rotten, and then you get a big old wind come along, and there you are. So. Well, here, let me turn around so you can see what this old fat hillbilly looks like. I've seen you, you've never seen me. I got my readers on because I can't see the chat without my readers on. So yeah, this is. Oh, nice to see you too, darling. Oh, it's always a pleasure. I appreciate your kind words. But yeah, I lost signal. Oh, happy Tuesday to you, darling. Yes, every day is a happy day. Oh, hey, country boy. Wow, what an honor to have y'all come into my first live. I thought, well, I come up here to look at that tree, and I'm going to do it. I hit that live button. I wasn't sure if it would come through or not. So yeah. Came up here to do a little trail maintenance And I've had the pleasure of talking to several folks now that I sub to, and here's two more wonderful people, Northern Woman and Backyard Fun Country Boy. Country Boy, I sure appreciate it, and congratulations on your monetization. You know, that's every creators. You know, a lot of folks calls us creators, streamers. You know, YouTubers. pick pick your pronoun. You know, we're all about these days. Everybody's about their pronouns. Well, my pronoun is this old fat hillbilly. that's my pronoun. But yeah, I thought, well, you know, you tell me, man, it's going great, country. It's, you know, every day is a good day, brother. It's every day is a true blessing. You know, I ain't gonna, I'm not a beater. You know, I believe, I'm a believer, and we'll just put it there. You know, I think we're blessed with every day. We certainly are. How's your day going? What are you cooking tonight? And Northern Woman, I love your singing, and you do, and I can just listen to you. Well, darling, you have a great rest of the week too, and go do some stuff, get some stuff done. You've been out vacationing and everything. You probably got some stuff to do. So I'll be looking forward to your notification and your next song. You have a beautiful voice. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you downstream. 10-4. So yeah. So it's you know, it's kind of your fault I'm out here. Yes, darling. I appreciate you. You don't know how much it really warmed my heart that you found me today, and you came in and chatted with me some. Darling, have a great day. I know you're always busy, country boy. I appreciate you stopping by and giving me a thumbs up. It's kind of your fault, you know. You know, your encouragement is it means a lot. So, oh, here's another one. Booska, how you doing, brother? Country boy, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you downstream. 10-4. All right, brother. Booska, I'm doing great. How you doing? I'm a little hoarse. Been talking now for over an hour. You know, I got this COPD, and it makes it kind of hard to talk. But I didn't know if I'd last this long or not. I'm really kind of surprised. And now here's 5 wonderful people that have come in and chatted with me on my first live. Yeah, I know. You're heaving going? Okay. Well, I'm definitely heaving. I tell you, I just did a shot off my inhaler, so that helped a little bit. Yeah, I get winded pretty easy, buddy. I'm kind of old. It does, Bushka. It does. When you're having fun, and it's really been fun. It has been. You know, I was kind of wondering, you know, am I going to be embarrassed, or, well, I don't embarrass easy, you know. That's what happens, you know. You get older, it's kind of hard to have you embarrassed. I have to start reading the message before I send it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a fat finger too, brother. I understand. Oh, I'm starting to get in trouble. Oh, no, you're not, Bushka. You're, you're fine. No trouble. No trouble at all. I'm glad you stopped by. Let me take a little drink here. I'm standing up here in the woods today, Bushka. We've been having some heavy wind here today, and I was down there in the truck scrolling, and heard a big crash. It was so loud it even brought Miss Mobo out of the house, and so I thought, well, I'm gonna take a walk up here and see what it was. And it was we got a retention pond that's full of them old soft maples, and they, the roots rot them off of them, and you get a big wind like this, and it'll bring them down. Yeah, I know, Bush. I love your woods too, brother. You and your pup. That's a beautiful, beautiful place. We got just, you can see. Let me turn around here. You can see some of our timber. It's about half timber. Sure. Let's. I kind of lost signal, Bushka. I was kind of surprised it held up here. Let me turn this around. You're like, oh, I'm tired of looking at that old bearded old guy with it. You can see they've been hitting it pretty hard. It's good for them. It's always been here in all the years we've lived here, and so. Hey, Black Lion, bless your heart. Country Boy was just in here. Bushka's here. I've had now 6 wonderful people come into my first live. You're gonna make me cry. I won't turn it around so you don't see me crying. This, how this YouTube is kind of overwhelming a little bit. When you have people that you follow for so long, come in, they see it, it's like, oh, there's that mobo guy. And they come in, and your chat is so wonderful. I tell you, you guys are, I sure appreciate every one of you. It's been a really fulfilling first live. So yeah, this is our little piece of rock. We got lots of cedar trees, and this pretty yellow one is a hedge tree. We have lots of hedge here. This is I call this Cemetery Hill. This is the high spot of the place. Oh, thanks, Bushka. You're a natural, nothing to worry about. Well, I'm all hoarse and everything. You're probably like, oh, man. But yeah, Lion, congratulations on your monetization, brother. You'll do well. That's awesome, fam. You're good after you get used to it. Don't be scared to show the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everyone likes seeing authentic emotions from people. It's what shows you're still human. Wow, Lion. I appreciate that, brother. Wise words. Very wise words. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, that's me shuffling through the dry leaves, Bushka. It's pretty awful dry here. Lion, I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, it's I'm surprised myself. I lost my signal earlier, but thanks for stopping by, Lion. I appreciate your support. You and Country Boy, and there's several other folks that have been a great encouragement to do this. And so I thought, well, I'm going to give her a shot today. And, you know, I had that number set in my head was, well, if I get 100, I'll go live. Well, it's been bouncing back and forth a little bit. And so I think it's at like 96 or something, 97, something like that. And it'll go back down to 95. So I thought, well, with that tree crashing down, I'll just walk up in here and I'll just hit that button. And so I'm glad I did. You know, you all have really, it's been a very uplifting experience. A little more overwhelming than I than I thought it was going to be. So, oh man, there's another one. Oh, Lion says, I wish you the best on your first one, man. I appreciate it, Lion. You're welcome, man. And if there's something you can see yourself doing, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me or country. Boy, we'll help you. I know it. I appreciate you, Lion. You really are a fine human being. You and Mama Cricket and your pup and your daughter. You know, it's good. You're a good family man, and that's what we need in this world is folks like you to show folks how you're supposed to act. That's the main deal. Is that so? Mike Miller, my brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate your time. I've been chatting with some really wonderful folks. Bushka says you're in good hands. We all support each other. Yes, we do, Bushka. That's what it's all about. You know, that's what we've lost in our society today is that support. I got to bend down here to get through this tree right here without getting poked in the eye. I might have to crawl. Oh, let me get down here. There we go. I kind of leave that. The deer can get through there, but it's kind of tough for a human. Let me scoot through here. Okay, now I think I get back up. Oh my goodness. We love our little spot here. We try to keep trails cut. This is a cemetery. That's why I call this Cemetery Hill. It's pretty tall up here. Probably keep a pretty good signal up here. Is you surprised, brother? Yeah, I'd say when I walked up here to the tree that was down at the, I want to hit that button. Let me lean up here for a minute, catch my breath. Well, you know, Mike, a mutual friend of ours has also been a huge influence. You know, you can hear the winds really blowing. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm going up here, get back down on the other side, get out of this wind. Another great influence. You know, he likes content, normal people. You know, you might see all this. Somebody came up here and dumped a lot more of this up here on the place. So I laid some of it out here so they know I knew that I've been up here. So, ooh, a little winded again. So yeah, oh, here's some hedge balls. Let me kick these hedge balls. The mower don't like to run over them with the mower. Ooh. Might have taken another hit off my inhaler. Whew. Is it blowing there in Texas? It's pretty stout front, brother. They say we could get some heavy weather through here this evening a little bit. Whew. Boy, that winded me. Let me, yeah, hedge balls. They fall off of the. We have a lot of hedge trees. They're actually Osage orange trees, and they grow. They call them hedge apples, and so. Whew. Let me. Oh. Whew. Okay. Oh. Let me pay attention to what I'm doing here. A little out of breath. I got COPD real bad, guys. No, Bushka, they're actually a growth. They call them apples, but they're actually not edible. Lots of people put them in their basements to run off the bugs in their basements. The cockroaches and the water bugs don't like them, and so they'll put them in their basement. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Bushka says, what are those? Head balls? No hedge balls. Hedge apples. And yeah, they grow on the hedge trees, but they're not orange. They're kind of a greenish color. So yeah, like I say, a lot of folks use them in their basements. But yeah, Mike, it's like we get a little ornery here because we're up into about the 80s, and when this front moves through here, it's got some pretty chilly air behind it. Tell you what we're going to do here, fellas. You want to hope to keep the signal. I'm going to walk over here to this little tree stand that I keep up here, and I'm going to climb up in it and have a little rest. Like I say, it's kind of tough for me to traipse around. I got some really good doctors that's been helping me. No, Bushka, they just put them down their hole. They just put them in the corners and along the walls, hole, and the bugs don't like them. Okay, I'm gonna sit you up here on this seat for a second, and I'm gonna climb up here. I'm gonna take a couple shots off of this inhaler too, real quick. Help me a little bit. Oh, it says orientation is locked. rotate the vise back. All right, I'm almost up here. Give it another second here, fellas. All right, let me turn around here. Take these clippers out of my back pocket. Whew. Oh, I'm sweating. Uh-oh. Yeah, them water bugs, they don't like them, and so it'll repel them. Natural repellent. Surely does. Okay, I'm up here. Let me catch my breath. Oh, don't be sorry, Bushka. It's just a part of getting old, brother. You know, we humans are kind of our worst enemies, and I worked in many hazardous work environments along the way, and I smoked for 45 years. So that's why I say we humans are kind of our own worst enemy sometimes. But you know, the Almighty has allowed me to wake up this morning, and that's a beautiful thing. Well, Mike, I'm 968 years old. But you know, hillbillies round up. So I'll just say I'm knocking on 70. Whew. There we go. That's better. Start catching breath a little bit. But this is my little tree stand. I come up here every now and then, and I don't deer hunt. I used to do a lot of stuff. But yeah, I knew you was 60, Mike. You just turned 60. It was just your birthday. Here just recently, I believe. Yeah, Bushka, every day is a bonus. Doesn't matter what the age. Those are wise words. Those are wise words, Bushka. Yeah, Mike, I know the feeling. Yeah, brother, it's you know, we just go about, oh, Bushka, you're a pup. Bushka's 44. Yeah, buddy, I was tearing it up when I was 44, let me tell you. Yeah, me and Ms. Mobo, we did lots of whitewater rafting back in the day and climbed lots of mountains, mule deer hunted. We love Colorado, but I can't go out there anymore. Oh, you're a Christmas baby. My dad was too, Bushka. He sure was that. Yes, sir. It was always a special day because it was Christmas and Daddy's birthday. And you're 19 in your head, Mike. I know, brother. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, you got to think that for sure. That helps you along, but yeah. Yes, sir. Boy, I'm sweating up a storm here. I wish we could see a deer. We've been having a nice doe and her fawn wandering around the place here lately, and I was hoping maybe they jumped up the other day when I was up here mowing, and I was hoping maybe we set up here, maybe they'd come across there out of the bushes over here. You can see the bushes over there. There's a big bean field. They've cut the beans, but their deer are still over there roaming around in the cuttings, eating the little beans that gets left. But yeah, this is You know, this is our little piece of the rock here. It's a it's I call it heaven on earth. Um, so I don't worry about stuff too much. You can do everything right and still succumb. So Bushka says, Mike, I know we floated, canoed about every river there is here in Missouri, and uh, hunted lots of deer and but now like I say, with my breathing the way it is, I can't hardly drag a deer out of the woods anymore. So it's been, and let alone, you know, shooting a deer is the easy part. It's what comes afterwards that makes the hunter. The you know the taking care of it, and removing all the innards and getting it skinned and then butchering it well, yeah, we don't have a big freezer because we live in a grain bin, Bushka. It's and it's 21 foot, round. It's in a circle, 18 feet tall. So, but yeah, we got a nice freezer, and Miss Mobo does lots of preserving our garden's bounty. You go and look, you'll see her cooking, making canning pickles and making salsa and but yeah, oh yeah, we'd make lots of jerky. That and that'd last. We preserve it there through the year, and that'd be one of our out in the woods snacks. And but I got sweat in my eye. Oh, my phone just warned me I got them down to 15%. Yeah, this streaming, it takes a lot of juice. Here I'm almost an hour and 30. Well, I didn't think I'd last this long. But yeah, Bushka, we got a little old freezer, and we put up a lot of stuff that comes out of the garden. I've got a couple of cooking videos that I need to get edited and post. But we've been so busy wrapping the garden up, putting it to bed for the season, pulling hoses, cleaning beds, composting. We compost all of our vegetable doings, all the peelings, and no meat, no organic, no meat stuff, but all the vegetable eggshells and all that kind of stuff, and we compost that into the garden beds, and so then they'll be ready to plant next season. So you can go in there and look in my stuff. And speaking of the devil, hi Miss Mobo, how are you this afternoon? Oh man, yes. She's gonna get a big kick at it. She'll be a yeah, Bushka, meat. Well, the thing about meat is the critters want to dig it up. We got possums and raccoons and stuff like that roaming around. And the meat, hi sweetheart. Oh, Mike. Okay, yeah, I know, brother. Mine's kind of leaning that way too. Thanks again, Mike. Mike Miller, you're a gentleman, and you have a blessed day too. Thank you so much. You're so appreciated, and you get in there and get that phone charged up, and I'll see you downstream. 10-4. Oh, so yeah, Mike, you don't know. We appreciate all this support. I didn't know how this whole thing was going to go. Here we are. All right, Mike. But yeah, Bushka, you go in there and look in the on the shelf, the video shelf in there on the channel, and you'll see Ms. Mobo putting up pickles and making salsa, and you'll see a little bit more of a little bit of a walkabout down around the garden, and you know, we like to kind of wave flags. We love our country, and so we get out and wave flags. You'll see us waving flags for the bikers and that went to the Run for the Wall. They do it every year on Memorial Day, and we have an overpass that we go. It's no access. It's real safe. No Bushka, no jerky video. I don't know. We could probably get us a beef, some beef. I don't know, steak, or even you can even make it out of burger. We've got a syringe press thing that you can press it out. Looks like a strip of bacon, and you season it and then dry it. You can dry it, and we've got a dehydrator. Maybe I'll talk Miss Mobo into, and we'll make some burger jerky out of beef. But yeah, we've done all that stuff, and like I say, I can't really do it with deer because I don't deer hunt anymore. It takes a little too much for me to do all of that carries on these days, and I hunt them with a camera. I take pictures of them, but every once in a while a relative will give us a piece of venison, and we'll bring it home, and there's several ways of cooking it. But yeah, let me check and see. There's 3 people still watching and 8 thumbs up, man. I tell you, now we're at 12%. So I'm just kind of at a loss for words how this first live has turned out, and so many wonderful people come in to give me a like and just it makes me happy. It really has. It's been quite a wonderful first live, and I appreciate you hanging in there so you've been here quite a while, Bushka. I appreciate that. I hope I haven't bored you. That's what I kind of worried about, because lots of folks will tell you that I'm hardly ever at a loss for words. Miss Mobo's probably sitting down there saying, "Yeah, that's the truth." But Bushka, I love you, your pup, and we had dogs. We got 2 little kitties. That's all we have now is 2 little kitties that Miss Mobo saved out of an old tree. Yeah. What is that? Oh, she's got a little face. What is that? I can't tell what that is, honey. What is that? Like, boy, ain't that the truth? He just goes on and on. But I appreciate you coming in here, Bushka. It's been a pleasure, young man. I appreciate. I love watching your stuff, and you and your pup out in the woods. It reminds me of a lot what we Oh, her lips are sealed. uh, keep your content coming. I love seeing you and your pup out in the woods and the stuff that you do and you know this YouTube thing. It's a thing. So we're all here to support each other and yeah, buddy. Well, you know we lived in the city for a long time too, but we always had this place down here, and we would come down here and camp, and we have a little target range where we'd shoot and you know and have bonfires and stuff and so yeah, you'd have to drag me kicking and screaming back to the city. You hang on to that 7 acres, brother, because a piece of the rock is an important thing. And in this world today, you know, we it's something that I think everybody needs to have and and protect it with all you got because it's a good thing to have. You know, you clear you out a little spot and plant you some tomatoes or lettuce or you know peppers. We like the chili peppers, mild ones, and and Miss Mobo's a great cook and she's a great gardener. She loves her garden, and I help her as much as I can. Not as much as I used to be able to, but we get it done and so yeah, man, hang on to that piece of the rock for sure. Well, I'm down to 9%, Bushka. I think I'm gonna go ahead and here we are, an hour and 37 minutes on the first live. I wanna thank you for coming in and hanging with me when I went to buffering down there. But yeah, brother, no worries. I appreciate you. I really do, and I'll be watching you. All right, and so all right. Well, I'm gonna end this now, and again, Bushka, have a wonderful rest of the day, brother, and I'll be watching you. Huh? We'll see you downstream. Well, thank you, brother, for your kind words. Here, let me turn it around so you can get one more look at the old fat hillbilly up in his tree stand. So, all right, Bushka, you know, again, I appreciate you. Oh, let me do this here. I don't know if it'll stay down. Yeah, Miss Mobo, we're gonna have to get scissors out later. So, again, brother, I appreciate you. You just I can't even put it into words, so I'm not even going to try. I want to tell you, we'll see you downstream. 10-4. I don't even know how to turn it off. Oh, do I just? Okay, here we go. I'm going to hit this. It says start a poll. Yes. Peace, Bushka. Peace, brother.